Hi, I'm Dr. Glockenfluck, and I'm a board-certified ophthalmologist. This is part 3 of assessing the visual function of popular cartoon characters. First up, we have Tom from Tom and Jerry, who's suffering from bilateral globe subluxation, in which the eyeball either completely or partially dislocates from the orbit. Now, this almost never happens bilaterally like this. Usually it's just one eye, but it is always a medical emergency. Now, a lot of people have this image of when an eye pops out of your head, it's just hanging down in your cheek. In this case, Tom has had a subluxation where the optic nerve serves as a coil, allowing the eyes to just dangle in front of the face. Obviously, that's not what happens. In fact, there's a large amount of optic nerve here in this photo. There's only 25, maybe 30 millimeters of optic nerve, of redundant optic nerve. And so the eye can't come out and just dangle on the cheek. It's not that long. So what usually happens during a globe subluxation is the eye will come forward to the point where the eyelids get trapped behind the eyeball. And so you can't put the eyeball back in the eye. It requires some maneuvering, trying to kind of pry the eyelids out from behind the eye back over the eyeball. Sometimes it requires a surgery to do, but it is always concerning because you're exposing the eye. You don't want to expose the cornea. That can lead to severe dry eye and decompensation of the cornea, which can lead to thinning and potentially perforation of the eye. And it also puts stress on the optic nerve to have it be that tight. But it's not going to come out that far like it is here with Tom. Now let's contrast Tom to the Awooga wolf from the Droopy series, seen here. Now what we see is severe proptosis of both eyes. The eyes are migrating forward. The most common reason for proptosis in adults is thyroid eye disease. And that's a common reason why someone might have a subluxation event. So I'd be very worried about that in the wolf here, eventually developing a subluxation. Thyroid eye disease occurs when the extraocular muscles that surround the eye get really thick, usually in the context of Graves' disease, and cause the eyes to just kind of migrate forward, get pushed forward. And that can lead to things like optic nerve dysfunction or corneal breakdown. It also wouldn't shock me if the wolf has a corneal dystrophy known as keratoconus. It's a progressive disease that causes the cornea to thin and bulge out into a cone shape. And that can cause all kinds of problems and eventually lead to the need for a corneal transplant. So I'm a bit worried about the wolf here.